Hi, this is Rayan Vaz, dreamer, innovator, and serial entrepreneur, and I'm working with PBN Bharat to change the culture of Goa and India, where when we look at entrepreneurship as a career option and encourage entrepreneurship amongst the youngsters. And we're doing this by getting youngsters to this platform called Start Young, Dream Big to do exactly that, so that they can start young and dream big. Today we have with us two young boys representing a company called Cloudworks. So this company called Cloudworks has started an ERP service trying to help vegetable vendors and small business people to take their entire businesses online. Represented by Rayan Kittur and Glisten Pinto. This team of 6 people have been doing amazing work in developing this company. Welcome here first as we speak to Rayan Kittur. Welcome, Rayan.
Thank you, Ran, for inviting me to this.
Yes. Rayan, can you please tell us and brief the audience on what is the entire idea behind this ERP service? And how did you come about with this idea?
So the idea that came across was us seeing how vegetable vendors and our local fruit sellers and all, they seem to not keep up with all like a local basically Blinkit or Instamart places like this. So in fact, our colleague Anish, okay, he had a friend who actually is a vegetable vendor, and he himself told Anish that okay, I'm facing this difficulties. I want to take my business online as well, and he also had a little issues with too much managing too much paperwork and all. So it just came to us like what, let's take this whole thing online. And so we started with it, and our idea started pouring in like okay, we could put this and that, make it easier for him. We could automate his payments and all like that. So and slowly ideas and came in, and we worked closely with him. So the thing is, it was supposed to be convenient for him, and it is really like helping him save so much time and automating like a lot of his processes, so he can actually focus on the whole business more rather than just like accounts keeping or anything like that.
Very good. So this client of yours is actually a vegetable vendor.
He's a vegetable vendor.
And he, what are the 3 problems that he was that was facing and that your software is solving?
So one of the key ones was obviously his paperwork. He daily had to print order sheets, bills and everything, that he had to make sure that okay, this order goes out, I got to make sure that this person pays that. And according to the
so he's not a normal roadside vendor.
He's not.
He's got his
he has
whole
a
good
wholesale
business
that targets like a lot of restaurants, business chains across like
Very
South
good.
Goa.
Okay.
And he has a retail business as well.
Okay.
So this fellow, he needed to see that my orders go out properly on time. I got to make sure that all the orders are there, because managing all that by yourself is a task in itself.
Right.
And the most important part, payments. You can't have people just defaulting like that, right? So he also had to make sure that people pay on time, I get my payments, and I also send out on time. So a lot of it had to be synchronized in a sense.
I see.
So he wanted to take that synchronization online.
Making payments as well as receiving payments.
Receiving payments and making sure that the client base that he had doesn't face any difficulty to this. So what we did was we decided to take his whole business idea online and make an e-commerce and an ERP, like a hybrid of sorts, where his clients can come in and they buy like vegetables, like simply like how you see a normal e-commerce website. You place an order like that, and he delivers it to you, or you go pick it up to him like that.
Okay.
So now that makes it easier for him to see who's ordering, makes it easier for him to get the payments, and it's easier for the clients as well, since they again, it's a cashless payment, or they can do cash if they need. Or
so you've taken most of his paperwork and made it digital.
Make it digital.
You have streamlined his payment
Yeah.
I mean, payment receivables as well as payment payables,
Yes.
and you made it easier,
Yeah.
made life easier for him.
Yes.
And then finally, you made it easier for his customers as well to
Customers.
buy and order products
Mm.
from you. I mean, I'm sure that they must be just clicking on the products and then putting it into a basket
Yeah.
and
Add to cart. Just check out.
either. So does he also do delivery, or is
He
it
does
that this is
deliver, but that's mostly right now to his local customers only because he's just operating out of South Goa, so no
I see.
can't go North Goa like as is.
Mhm.
But he, I think, does plan on expand, and we are there to fully support him with that.
Yeah, and this makes it easier for
Yeah.
him to scale up.
Yeah,
And that's the whole beauty of behind what you're doing, it because it helps someone like your client to scale up to
Mhm.
not just north, from south to north, but to out of our different districts as well.
Yes.
How I believe you're like quite a big team, six of you
Yeah,
all.
six
You
of
know,
us.
who all are there, and what are your roles, individual roles?
So
Who does what?
individual roles, as in right now, like say I am doing the front end, the most UI aspects of it, like what the customer sees, what the client sees. So does our other team member Anish. He also deals with the design aspects of it. We have Glisten, who is doing the backend and the integration. We have Jarvis, who's helping us with the database as well as the integration. So the roles are divided, but they're not like strictly divided as such. Is that everybody also has a hand in the other field that the guy is working in. So we understand there's that synchronization between each other.
Is
So
it?
I understand him, what he's facing problems, and he understands how can I implement it better. So that the synchronization, like we work like a well-oiled machine basically.
Very good.
The gears between our team is like properly done.
Very good. And that is very important between a team, for you all to have that unity of thought, for
Yeah.
you all to be very focused together. Who manages the team?
Our team right now is we fly solo as is, but we have a sir Akshay. He manages us, like guides us through
He
whatever.
guides you all through that.
But it's like okay, we have to do this. It's like the like a so and so task, and then we pitch in our ideas. We try to bring it up like that. So it's like he gives us an idea, and we go on with it.
Okay. How do you all plan to scale this up? How do you market an idea like this?
Right now, current business like word of is basically just word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And we are trying our new ways to get in. Like right now, we also represented our business Cloudworks at BNI as well, and we did get a really good response over
Very
there.
good.
And we are also trying to do like more like social media marketing and all. But the main customer base for this is gonna be through word of mouth only, because like our current client is a vegetable vendor, and when he took his business online, obviously some other people would also like to join in. Let's say some person from North Goa, something like that, or anywhere else. So from them, it's like word of mouth. Like okay, I trust this guy, so we can build with this. So word of mouth is a key form that we are using to build our business.
So Ryan, I've seen a lot of ERPs, and there are available in the market, and they are doing something similar to what you're doing. How does your product become different? I mean, Zoho is doing this. The other one which has come now.
You're talking about those 10-minute
So there are
instant deliveries.
different
Yeah.
apps and softwares that are already doing this. Tele used to be doing this. How does your software become different?
So how we make it different is the cost for both him and his clients. So they, as in those apps that the other people use, they charge a fee based on per transaction, per order, as is like that. So for them, he has to always give out a cut like that per order.
So there's always a commission based on
And
each.
since he's giving out that cut, the prices of his items like goes higher.
Slightly higher, right?
So let's say item A, instead of like 80 in the market, he has to price it at 150 or 160 and then add delivery or more like that. But the thing is, our system is designed is you set the prices yourself based how you want as is. The payment that we take is basically, of course, the cost for the module, your onboarding, and your maintenance charges. That's it. It's like a monthly subscription. Bottom
Okay.
line is
It's a monthly subscription.
it's a monthly subscription.
And you
that
think
get.
that will be something good enough to sustain the six of you as a business entity?
As of right now, no. But since we are looking to do more numbers,
Very good.
Since we are looking to do more numbers, the people will go up, and also the word of mouth goes out. So, and we can also better this project as is, because right now, as again as students, right now, we haven't made the best of it. So, as again we get out of a third years, we get on with making our skills better. This project also does become better. So then, we can help provide better services. So that also, again, the cost will rise up slowly, but yeah, it will be worth it is what we are looking. We're looking to deliver quality as is.
Very good. And you mentioned that you've been guided by one of your sirs.
Yes.
What about the rest of the college? I mean, do you have a lot of support from the college
Oh
itself
yeah,
from
the
this?
college faculty for us has been like amazing. Like any sir that we approach to is like very supportive of what we want. They even give us new ideas as is, and they've been more like okay, constructive criticism of sorts. They're like okay, this doesn't work. Might try a little different approach. It could work for
Very
you.
nice.
Like that. But the reason why Akshay sir came in the picture is because he was actually a mentor for our third year project, you could say, and he's been teaching us again for our particular department for subjects. So there was that how you say comfortability with him.
Huh.
And like, sir, how do you do this like that? So, and the thing is, his specializations are also in this field. So it was like a very easy match right now. So we could like need your help with this, and so like that, just kind of gelled everyone, and we are right now here.
Ryan, what about your families? Do you all, I mean, do you all are your families concerned that you all are spending more time on a project like this rather than on studies? And is your studies also getting affected?
No, my family is actually very supportive of this whole project as is, because they find that okay, I'm actually doing something. I'm applying my skills in real life, and as for studies, we are managing really well, because it's not like it's overburdening to all of us. Since we have a big team, it's not falling on one person
One
itself.
person, right?
So everybody does the individual parts, and we kind of let's say exam time is there, we take a cool off. So we can focus on the grades right now, like that, and then get back to working as well.
All right.
So, and as again for guidance, our sirs are always there. Not just Akshay sir, even the other sirs in the faculty, they're always like telling us like, okay, you gotta like.
Excellent.
All-
So Ryan, very nice talking to you and understanding what
Yeah.
the product was and what it is about. We also have your colleague with us, Glisten Pinto.
Yes.
Right. So can we get Glisten on the show as
Yeah,
well?
let's get him on. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Glisten, welcome to this show, Start Young, Dream Big. We just had a conversation with Ryan, and very interesting conversation where he spoke to us about what the product is and what it does, and what the software is,
Yeah.
and what it does, and how it helps youngsters. But Glisten, from you, I would like to understand more about the team. You could start by telling us about yourself and Ryan, and then tell us more about the team that made this entire project successful, the team that makes Cloudworks.
Okay, so let me start with Anish. So he was the face of our company, Cloudworks. So he had already finished a diploma course in multimedia in our
Okay.
same college, Chugles.
Okay.
And he was the more creative guy, was
Okay.
a more social kind of person. So he was actually the one who brought in all the clients to us, and he's the one who handles also the clients.
Oh, so he's your friend guy.
Yeah,
Very
he's the
good.
friend guy, and he is also very creative since he has done multimedia and all. So he was already into photography and all, and also designing of the UI.
Okay.
So he is the one who does the UI and all.
Hmm.
And then there is Ryan.
Okay.
He is also actually a friendly person, which
Mhm.
I first met, and he is also someone very creative. He doesn't actually go into much depth, but he is also doing front end of our project.
Okay.
And then there is Jarvis.
Okay.
He is actually the smartest one of us.
Is it?
Yeah, he
Okay.
is actually into both front end and back end to implementation and bringing in new API calls and everything. He
Okay.
is the one who handles it.
Okay.
And then there is Pritham. He is
Okay.
the person who does all the optimizations of the images, so the website doesn't load or become more slow. So the performance of the site is handled by Pritham.
Okay.
And then there is also second year. His name is Alan. He is mostly into a particular model. Like he does both front end and back end, but a certain model. So if there is something called a location capture or something is there to get the location, so he handles that certain model.
Okay.
Yeah. And about me, I'm the one who everyone does a front end, back end, everything. I'm the one who merges everything.
Merges everything and
The
brings
main
everything.
logic
Okay.
of the site. all the calls from database to the front end, everything that is handled by me.
So all of you all have got, overlying responsibilities. You're the one who makes sure that everything comes together and, creates the entire thing
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
puts everything together. So you all come from different backgrounds, I'm assuming,
Yes.
with different skill sets.
Yes.
Who brought all of you all together?
So actually, Anish was the one who approached us first. First,
Okay.
he started approached Ryan, and then we already had an idea about skill sets because we just had finished a second year project.
Okay.
So everyone knew about what he's good
So you all
at.
had done the project together, the same group,
No, no, we were in actually different
different
groups.
groups.
But they saw our strengths and we saw their strengths,
Okay.
what they are good at. So and then they approached us. So for our final third year, actually started with a final third year project. So we wanted to make like a strong team, which everyone is good at something. So
Very
we'll bring
good.
them
Very
together.
good. Brilliant.
Yeah. So then actually we started there, and then we approached Sir Akshay. He was actually going to be our mentor.
Mhm.
So we approached him and we said we have this idea about Cloudworks. So we were thinking if he could guide us. So
Mhm.
then that's how it started. Yeah.
Interesting. Um, why did that problem of why vegetable vendors? I mean, there are so many other vendors or so many other challenges.
Yeah.
People, small traders that are there in the market. Why vegetable vendors? Why did you all select that particular target market?
So basically, it started with Anish, as you Ryan must have told
And it's a good target market, huh?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
how did it start there?
Yeah, so actually, right now, vegetable or small farmers who are there, they are not completely into online on digital stuff.
Correct.
They are totally offline,
Correct.
and so they are not getting that recognition also.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had compared to other niches and brands, they actually were more into offline, so they were facing more challenges. So we were approached by a client and they said like we have this problem and we actually hoping we could improve on it, because there are other platforms also, but they are not completely customized to them.
They wanted to do. They wanted it to be customized to their requirements.
Yeah, yeah,
So to their way of functioning,
functioning.
which other softwares don't give, because I understand that, because they are, they are standard. They are very general.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he wanted it to be completely customized for their
For them.
requirement.
Yeah, because some are like old, they can't like properly see like small details,
Right,
text
right,
sizes and
right.
all. So it's difficult for them. And these apps which are there like Blinkit, Instamart and all, they're like fixed. They don't customize things for you. And but our platform does that for them. Like if they want a certain type of verification of the clients, they want to know if he's legit or not, we give them how they want. And because it's been so many years, they are on papers, they are doing on papers, writing and stuff.
Right.
They don't know like to type faster or
Right.
something like that.
And it's become habit for them.
It's become habit for them, so it's difficult for them to switch from
switch.
that
Right.
place to us, and we are like kind of helping them do it in the easier way. So slowly like if they want something like they were checklisting things on paper.
Yeah.
These orders are done, these orders are done, and on that it's difficult to track because sometimes they can't scroll properly or
Right,
go
right.
where to go. But here if they just click a button, the whole sheet will be, they'll get a PDF, they can print it and they can use it for the whole day. So they can just again checklist, but it will also be a online copy of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't you face resistance from these people? See, like you said, there are these older people who are who've been doing this for so many years, and suddenly these 6 young boys are coming and telling them to do something
Yeah.
different. There will be a challenge where they don't want to respect the kind of inputs you are giving. They're saying,
Yeah.
"Arey, we've been doing this for so many years. You all have come to tell us now." So
Yeah.
don't you face this kind of challenge? And if you face, how do you mitigate around that?
So actually, it started as you said, we faced some challenges like what to do this, what if this happens, what if that happens. But then we gave them the idea like what will happen if we do this.
Okay.
Yeah, how many more customers they might get if we do this.
Oh, very smart.
Yeah, so they are business people, so they understand. Okay, then they got the idea. Okay,
You give them lalach of more customers.
yes. So and we show them the results also, like what other brands are doing,
Okay.
how they are like gaining and all. So then they understood. Okay, so this is.
So, what I find impressive about these young lads is that even as they're studying, they have built a viable, scalable business. A business that is ready to cater to people and that is has the capability of scale.
Yeah.
How do you take your business further? How do you scale this? How do you want, as a group to grow? Where do you see yourselves as a group in the next 5 years or so?
So we started as of like freelance. Actually, we first started with a project for Cloudworks of a music player, and then we were going to evolve it into a video player, and we wanted to actually give it supports to all kind of formats of audios which are like not there in the popular ones. So we started with that, but then we got clients who had this so problem, so we moved into that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we actually have many other projects lined up,
Okay.
and we are currently in production with one more project called TickMe. So it is actually, we are changing how online examination currently going on. So we are making it like anti-cheatable, like
Okay.
online course.
Okay.
And in our college itself, for growing our business, the Cloudworks, we actually have many departments who are like collaborated with our college.
So you are actually deploying your activities in the college?
We are going to start with that.
You're going to start with
Yeah,
that?
so there is we actually have a possible client for future school in our chocolate colleges.
Very
So
good.
we, after the project is done, we will approach them. So this is how it's going on, because right now online examinations, they're mostly like Google Forms and all, just tick and then done. But you can just swipe away and copy and stuff. So
Yeah.
people don't trust it, and like like many courses which are online, you need to go to a certain cell, examination cell. You have to go there, then give your examination for the certification like CCNA and all. But right now with this, it will be much more secure. So that is
So,
also
which means that you all are not just an ERP service provider, you all
Yeah.
are actually a software development
software dominant
team. You all
Yeah.
are going to be developing a lot more softwares for different people.
Yes.
The ERP is just one more product.
Yeah, and
Very interesting.
Yeah, and this is just in phase one of the process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we are planned many more 2-3 phases also to
Okay.
upgrade the project.
So did you all, a lot of these projects that you're talking about are long-term projects.
Yeah.
They will take time to deploy. Is there any idea that you all have thought of that can quickly generate money for you?
I think quickly will be Greensure. Yeah, that is because we already started with the project
Okay.
circulating, and we also got our clients also.
Because it
lined
has
up.
gone into that
Gone
that mode already.
Yeah.
So you've already tried it out, tested it
Tested
out,
it
work is
out.
going on. So I think that is you feel
Yeah.
that is the one that will give you money fastest.
Fastest. Because that is
Um,
also.
There are a lot of students who are looking at y'all from your college and probably after this podcast from outside your college as well. These people will be looking to see motivation. How is it that we can also do something like what Glisten and Ryan has done? What would be your message to them? What would be your advice to them on how to start their business quickly?
If they want to start in a tech company kind of, so now there's AI come into picture. Now there is nothing we can't do mostly, because the production time is also reduced a lot.
Right.
So now there is, even if you don't know coding, you can do vibe coding.
Right.
Yeah, if you have an idea, you can build it. You
Right.
don't have to wait for to study stuff,
Right.
like go into more detail. If just get the basics done, and you have AI on your side, it will be more smooth. So Yeah,
just go for it.
just go for it.
Yeah, so one of the biggest lessons I also have picked up from you and motivated me also is the formation of team. And I think your biggest strength is your team. The very fact that were able, that these boys were able to pull out some of the best talents from different groups after a competition to make sure that they were a strong team. And this tells not just of foresight, it also talks about the focus that they have to be at the best at what they do. And maybe it is too early to show results, though they have already been showing results. In the due course of time, I'm sure we are going to be hearing a lot more about this company called Cloudworks. Thank you very much for coming onto this show. We wish you both the very best, you and your team the very best in your future.
Thank you, Ryan.